but I'm sure everybody has heard it numerous times as we've done this numerous times throughout the community. So let me just say a few words. This month is a time to come together as a community and reaffirm our commitment to protecting the well-being of every child. All children deserve to grow up in safe, loving homes surrounded by adults who support and care for them. Preventing child abuse is a responsibility we all share, and it begins with education, awareness, and action. Let the pinwheels we are about to place on display around City Hall be a powerful symbol of our promise to stand up for children, create a future where they can be free to grow, learn, and thrive without fear. Each pinwheel represents our hope, our dedication, and our commitment to building a stronger, safer Dunkirk for generations to come. We thank the advocates and service providers, community members, and those who work every day to protect our children and support our families. Together, we can make a difference. At this time, I'd like to welcome Diana Butcher up to the podium.
Oh, good afternoon, everybody. It's nice to see that we have a good turnout today, even though the weather's not very good. And I just want to thank everybody for coming and helping to support the Pinwheel for Prevention and the Awareness Month that CASA puts on for us every year. So with the work that the agencies that are here today and many others, our county is seeing improvements in addressing child abuse in Chautauqua County. Historically, our county has really struggled with high numbers of child abuse incidents, neglect, and child sexual abuse. However, we are making progress. And I see a lot of folks represented here today. We have the Department of Social Services and JCLC and CAP and Safe Harbor, and all of us are working together to make sure that we are reducing those numbers for 2025. Shedding light around child abuse can be tough, so while there are hard conversations to be had, for the rest of 2025, April of 2025, we want to make sure that we're promoting the Pinwheels for Prevention campaign and bringing light to all the good work that we're doing in the community and to ensure our children have bright, happy futures. We'll continue to use our collective resources to address reducing stressors that our families face. We'll work to educate our community members on how we can use positive approaches in addressing child abuse, and we'll build neighborhoods which create safe spaces for our children. We're fortunate to have many resources for our residents in Chautauqua County. It really surprises me. I visit other counties, and we really are very, very fortunate to have all of the agencies that we have working to help out. We have several other resources like schools, churches, social clubs, and local agencies. Places like the United Way have been really supportive of all of our programs and helping to fund our programs so that we can continue to work with our families. All of our programs and resources work to support families and our goals to improve family functioning and keep kids safe. Everyone in the community has a responsibility in keeping children safe, and the Salvation Army and the CAP program and other programs have trainings, and we have community workshops that we do, so anyone can access ways that they can, as individuals, help our community and help reduce abuse. I know we have some folks here today, so when we're finished, if you reach out to us, I'm sure that we'll all be welcome to give you information so that you can do our workshops or get training with your clubs or your groups, so that you can go out into your neighborhoods or work with your church groups or your social clubs to promote domestic or child abuse awareness. Together, we must continue to build a strong community that will not tolerate child abuse. My program, the Salvation Army and News Center, provides comprehensive supportive services to those who have experienced abuse. Our Children and Family Outreach Program is one of our county's oldest programs working with families who've been affected by abuse. Since 1994, the CFOP, or the Children and Family Outreach Program staff, have been assisting families using after-school group counseling sessions, in-home interventions, and educational sessions which build family resilience and strength to reduce the likelihood of future abuse. Our focus is on the five protective factors in working with families and their existing strengths to create stronger caregiver-child bonds, create safety plans, and teach children how to use positive coping mechanisms while working through their recovery from abuse. We emphasize topics that are relevant like self-esteem, safety planning, and positive communications. And so in closing, I'd just like to take everybody to task that's here today and ask them that during the month they reflect on how they might be able to make a difference, how they might be able to take action and actually do something within the community and helping to create happy and hopeful futures for our children. And next up, I want to introduce Carmelo Hernandez. He is our Commissioner of the Department of Social Services and Mental Hygiene.
Good afternoon. Thank you everybody for being here. So as Commissioner, this is my second Child Abuse Prevention Month. I would like to say that firsthand and personally, I know the hard work that the county does as a whole in child abuse prevention. And today I wanted to speak to you guys as a citizen, as a neighbor. Our job here is to look out for one another and to be proactive. All the great work that we do, we could use that extra little bit of assistance when it comes from our neighbors. And for me, I think about it from this perspective. If we could just ask when we see somebody that possibly is in need and that we're struggling, what do you need? How can I help? I think sometimes we forget that those little things and just those two little questions could probably save a life and could prevent that call coming into us and could prevent a child from going sex trafficked and or child abuse and or neglect. So I say that here today, and I come to you as a neighbor, and I ask all our neighbors here in Chautauqua County just to remember this. What can I do? How can I help? And with that, I would like to introduce Kaylee from the Child Advocacy Program.
Thank you. All right, so good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for having us today. My name is Kaylee Fazer. I'm a trauma therapist of the Child Advocacy Program, or CAP. I supervise the county's anti-human trafficking program, Safe Harbor, and I'm a co-chair of the Chautauqua County Youth Board. As a Dunkirk native, it's always an honor to be here and to speak with you here at Dunkirk City Hall and share about the important role we are all playing to raise our community's children. At CAP, we coordinate a multidisciplinary response to cases of child abuse, including child sexual abuse, commercial exploitation, and child sex trafficking. Our mission is to end child abuse in Chautauqua County. With a team of over 35 local, state, and federal agencies, we work together in a safe, child-friendly setting to bring hope, healing, and justice to children and families who have been impacted by abuse. Last year, CAP served over 650 local kids and families. More than 100 youth have been identified just in this past year alone to be at risk for human trafficking or commercial sexual exploitation. These numbers increase year after year, but it's important to remember that child abuse is preventable. Research shows that having one or more caring adults in a child's life increases the likelihood that they will flourish and become productive adults themselves. Children are even more likely to thrive in adulthood when those caring for them understand the impact of childhood trauma and chronic stress, when parents are supported by their peers, and when communities foster safe neighborhoods, affordable housing, and access to medical and mental health care. Plain and simple, when families know they have support and available resources, they're better parents, and children live better lives. Last year, I was up here, and I challenged all of you to do something similar to what Carmelo and Diana did today. I asked you to take one small action to help the kids and families in our community. So take a moment, reflect, what have you done? How have you helped? Where have you showed up? How can you do a little bit more? How can you give more? How can you help more? How can you commit to showing up even stronger for our community, for Dunkirk, Chautauqua County, all the kids here? We are all here today because it's our shared vision to see healthy children and families thrive in a safe and engaged community. So let's make it happen. Thanks, guys. It's raining, as always, on this day, but grab your pinwheels, and as you head out, stick them in the little garden beds and pose for some pictures, and remember, do something. We all have that ability, so let's make it happen. Thank you.